Hey, this is Chris with Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. What does this test tube, this soda bottle have in common? They may be more related than you can think of. Let's spice it up on Valentine's Day. Let's talk about it. Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. I hike it so you don't have to. So have you figured out what they have in common? Well, this soda bottle and this test tube, this is where this soda bottle comes from. This test tube is a soda bottle before it's inflated into a soda bottle. It's food grade, has a sealed cap, it's very sturdy, and I figured it would be perfect to hold spices. Perfect to hold spices. Let's take a look at some of the dimensions and weight of this. So I purchased these off of Amazon. They were pretty much like a little more than $1 each. And they pretty much act like a soda bottle because they are soda bottles. So let's get the weight of this. 1.8 ounces, 1.8 ounces. And we'll take the dimensions. Now, it's a little heavy, but we'll talk about that later. So let's take the dimensions of this test tube / water bottle. Now keep in mind, this is sold online as almost being test tubes for kids. It's plastic, it won't break, it's almost indestructible. So let's just take the dimensions. Let's just put this down. I think this might be the easiest way to do it. We get 1.08 inches or 27.5 millimeters. Let's go for length. Does not want to cooperate. Let's do it this way. Approximately 5.78 inches, 146.9 millimeters. Now, some of the things I see on this, while I was just even doing that, is there's a little nub at the end from the process to make this, I'm assuming. So I would definitely sand these down. Now, I've come across some of these where I use for spices, and that's what the reason I got these for spices and oils in the backcountry. One of the big issues I have is the weight. They're pretty heavy, but they would be perfect. They seal, they're airtight. So let's look at this. Here is the ones that I were using. It's a little glass, which I don't like, especially for backcountry. It's perfect size. Looks brand new because it's a newer bottle. I had to get this at Joann's. Is it made for food? I don't know. Is it sturdy? Yeah. It's got the lid there. For 3 of these little bottles, it was about a little more than $1 each. So maybe a little more expensive than the bottles I just showed you. Here's this one. Compare them. Now, I'm just going to go for weight. I'm not going to measure this one. That's 0.8 ounces, almost half of this other one. So, if I'm going on a short camping trip, I'm definitely going to use something like this. If I'm going to go on a longer one and I can afford to carry some weight, I like my spices. I like to carry this. Now, as of now, I have several different spices. I got my chipotle. I got my everything seasoning. I got my crushed red pepper. And last but not least, Old Bay seasoning. Probably have a smoked paprika in there too. What are you guys carrying for spices, and what are you carrying them in? I need some ideas. This is like an awesome way for me to carry spices, and it could be liquid. I'm planning on using one with olive oil for cooking in the backcountry. I will not be carrying more than probably 2 of these, 3 at the most. They're very heavy, but I like the way they're indestructible. I like the way they hold up. I like the fact that they're waterproof. And some of these meals you make for backcountry are horrible. The flavors are just not good to me. So they need the extra spice. So I got a few questions for you. What spices are you bringing when you're going camping? These are my typical go-to spices, but I want to know what everyone else is bringing, and if there's anything that I'm missing out on. Also, one I added here was Tabasco. I have the little Tabasco bottles, so I would use Tabasco or some other spice. Next thing is, what are you storing your spices in? Are you storing them in bottles? You just going for the original bottles they came in? Let's talk about this in the comments. Please click like and subscribe. Remember, I do this so you don't have to. And also keep in mind, it's Valentine's Day. Don't forget to do something nice for your significant other, kids, friends, family, and so on. Hope you all have a great day and a great Valentine's Day.